Hello, friends. Have you been dreaming about hiring a virtual assistant but feel like it's a huge, scary step? If so, I get it. It is like standing at the edge of a cliff, but instead of a parachute, you've got a to do list longer than a CVS receipt. But don't worry, because today I'm going to make it feel like hiring your first VA is as easy as ordering your favorite drink at Starbucks. Let's dive in. Now, if you have a million tasks to do and you're constantly juggling them and still wondering if hiring a virtual assistant is the right move for you, you are in the right place today because I'm going to share 5 simple steps that will help you hire your first virtual assistant stress free so you can get back to the high impact work that grows your business. You're going to learn how to avoid hiring mistakes, saving yourself time, money, and headaches in the process. And if you already know you're ready to free up your time and take the stress out of hiring, just comment below with the word VA help, and I'll send you my free checklist how a virtual assistant can free up your time and make you more money. Now, if we haven't met before, hi, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Deanna Maio, and I'm the founder of The Vivid Woman, and I help business owners reclaim 8 or more hours of their week by building a high performing, profitable team without the hassle of micromanagement or constant turnover. And today we are breaking down one of the biggest roadblocks for new entrepreneurs and business owners, and that is hiring your first virtual assistant or VA. Now, hiring your first VA can feel overwhelming. You're worried about picking the wrong person, you're worried about wasting money, you're worried about how much time it's going to take to train them, or ending up doing more of the work instead of less. But trust me, waiting too long to hire help can be the thing that is holding your business back from serious growth. The truth is, a clear process can make hiring simple and even enjoyable. I know it seems far fetched, but I promise you, when I hire, it's actually fun. So let's walk through my 5 step plan for hiring your first VA so you can finally let go of the day to day tasks that drive you crazy, that steal your genius and your energy away, and focus on growing your business. All right, step number 1, you have to define the role. Many business owners don't know what they need help with, they just know that they're busy. And they are busy, but there are things that they could potentially delegate to someone else if they just had the clarity. So, the best way to get started with this is keep a notepad next to your desk, or you could use a virtual version like notes on your computer and just create a list of tasks that you do regularly that eat up your time. As you go through your week, just jot those things down. One of the best ways to go about doing that is also looking at your calendar if you schedule time for your to do the tasks that you need to do in your business. If you only put appointments with clients or meetings on there, then that's probably not going to help. Track your tasks for 1 week and identify what could be handed off. All right, step number 2, know what to look for. It is so easy to get distracted by the number of candidates you get, especially if you use a source like Upwork or Fiverr or Indeed. And so I recommend that you prioritize communication and reliability and fit with your business culture over technical expertise. In my HR career, before I started my own business, one of the things that we said often and heard often was hire for attitude, train for skill. I can train someone to do a task. I can't really train them to want to be at work on time. There are values at place that I can help instill, but if they're not already there in some way, it's going to be really hard to get that person to change. We want a cultural fit and technical expertise, but you might not be able to find every single thing you want in one virtual assistant without some training, right? Especially if you're using specialty software. So, one of the ways that you can do this and also really identify who is paying attention and actually reading your entire job description or post is add a fun little task in the job posting that they need to do in their application. Tell me your favorite book. as an example. This lets you know when they apply, if they answer that question, they actually read it. And this is so important because I know you want the help, but it's more important to find the right person who actually will be on their best behavior and give their best foot forward during the hiring process than to just find someone. And if they're not going to be on their, putting their best foot forward during the hiring process, what do you think is going to happen once you start working with them? This is their opportunity to show their best. And if their best means they can't even bother to read the description and how to apply correctly for the job, what makes you think they're going to be able to do the job right in the first place? All right, step number 3, interviewing made easy. Interviews can be nerve-wracking. They can take a lot of time out of your schedule and waste a lot of time out of your schedule. So, one of the ways to make them less insane is to ask really practical questions to see how candidates solve problems and ask about their past experiences. You could also ask them to do a short task to complete. Ask them to complete a short task to assess their skills, either during the interview or before. I like to do test tasks before I interview candidates to determine whether they can read, follow directions, and communicate in a way that's going to work for me. All right, let's move on to tip number 4, onboarding. So many times, business owners I work with have already hired someone, and within short period of time, it's not working out. And this cycle can often repeat over and over and over again for the same business owner. And so you're left to wonder if the common denominator each cycle is the business owner, what is it that they're doing or not doing that's causing this issue? And in 9 times out of 10, when they've actually done a good job with the hiring process, but things start to fall apart, it's all in the onboarding. Because even great VAs can struggle if they don't get proper onboarding. So, one of the ways that you can set this up for them so that they're ready to be successful is have a welcome packet or a video tutorial that outlines your processes, how you want to work, etc. Be really clear about your expectations and provide access to the tools they need from day one. The last thing you want is for someone to join the team and they're excited and then you're not ready for them and they have to sit around. All right, step number 5. This is the insurance policy, I like to call it, and that is regular check ins. Not just email, not just Slack, face to face, whether that's over Zoom or another online tool or literally physically face to face, because you need to have conversations with this person. You need to have opportunities to provide them with feedback, to answer their questions, and to build relationship with them. Because without feedback, small problems turn into big problems very quickly. You may have heard the expression of making a mountain out of a molehill. Well, this is the exact thing that can happen when you're not checking in with your team on a regular basis. Small challenges or missteps, miscommunications end up becoming big problems because you weren't able to head them off quickly. So make sure you have a weekly check in scheduled with your team members and be using a project management or communication tool like Asana, Teamwork, Trello, Slack. I really don't care what it is, but we need to keep the communication flowing. All right, let's recap. When you hire your first VA, using this method, you're going to free up hours in your week to focus on what really matters, which is growing your business. Imagine that productivity boost. And imagine the peace of mind that comes from having the support you need. Plus, you'll finally have time for all those high impact activities that will really drive growth. So, if you're ready to make this happen, I've got a resource for you that will help you. It's my gift to you. Just comment VA help below, and I will send you my free checklist how a virtual assistant can free up your time and make you more money. Let's get you the help that you deserve. All right, friends, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope these tips gave you the confidence to take the leap and hire your first virtual assistant without the stress. Be sure to grab that checklist by commenting VA help below and leave any questions in the comments too. I would love to help you. That's what I'm here for. I'll be back soon with even more strategies to help you build a high performing team and reclaim your time. Until then, I'm Deanna Maio from The Vivid Woman. Take great care, and I'll see you next time.